Hello, it's Shelley again for step 5 of my interior design process. This is where the fun really starts to begin. The items that we've purchased have start to arrive. I'm checking them in. If it's a small project like this kitchen that I'm using as my example, there's only like 5 boxes that will come to my house. I will check them, double check them, open them, make sure they're the right color, the right size, make sure it's what I ordered. There are some items I'll be picking up from Home Depot that I've ordered that I'll go pick up later today after I get some of these videos made. I've contacted the fabricator and the contractor so that they know we've got the job and to start penciling us into the progress. And the next step that I'll be doing is booking a time with the fabricator for the slab to, one, make sure he has a deposit to purchase the goods. They've got to purchase the materials. And usually they don't charge me for the labor until after it's installed. So that's lovely. And so I need to get him some money. I also need to meet him to have him measure. Because our cabinets in this case are already in place, we can go and measure as is right now. If it was another type of project where we were replacing or putting in new cabinets or creating a new footprint for the kitchen, then we would have to wait until the new cabinets were in. So it's very nice. We can just get on over there and get that measured. Usually the time frame for countertops to be fabricated is roughly 14 days, let's say. So the sooner I can get him measured, the better. And I specifically chose the rest of the items that were in stock because I don't like waiting for supply chains to be hung up and whatever. And there's so many millions of options in the world. We can always pick to create the items that are already in stock somewhere. So the faucets, the lighting, the hardware, all of that I ordered today, and that will be here on Friday. So today's Wednesday. Wow, that's awesome. They're going to be here in 2 days. So I'll be able to check those in. I need to find out the availability of the slabs that will cause a problem or could potentially cause just a delay, not a problem, if they're not sitting in stock in Denver somewhere. And what else? That's pretty much step 5. Meeting and coordinating and starting to collect all of the items, getting the contractors ready to go. And that will continue for as long as it takes to get everything going and in the process. So once we have all the items, we know when the measure's happening and when the fabricating is happening, we'll go ahead and schedule the contractor to come in. In this case, because it's a kitchen, my goal is to have that kitchen torn up the least amount of time. So we think it's going to take 5 days to remodel this kitchen. Includes demolishing the current countertops, taking out the current sink, taking out the current faucet, removing the current backsplash, putting in the new countertop, attaching the new sink, putting in the new faucet, attaching the old disposal, putting in the new backsplash, and changing out the the cabinet hardware. So my goal is to coordinate to have the countertops delivered somewhere in the middle of that so that he can do the demo, deliver the countertops, put the sink in, and maybe only be without a sink 2 days would be ideal. And then once the countertop's in, we can come back and do the backsplash the day after that and grout the day after that. So it's kind of like demo for 2 days, countertops the 3rd day, sink and faucet attached that 3rd day. They might only be without the sink for 2 days. That would be the goal in this case. I'm trying to cause the least amount of disruption in the people's lives. Now, this is why it's extra fun if I'm working for a client who is out of town or out of state. I love it when I have clients that are out of state and I get to just work on the project while they're not there, and they just come back and their house is perfectly finished and everything's great and they go skiing. That's the very most fun. So that's step number 5.